I'm not sure what Evan wanted out of me here. Was it the water spell? Did he want me to upgrade it? True, something tells me luck wouldn't have been on our side. You should count yourself lucky she ain't making us roll dice for it on top of everything else, man. Anyone else in Goldpaw would've. I never thought I'd find myself running errands for a mad old crone to earn myself a blessed library card of all things. What say we do this the easy way and I plunder a handful from her bag while she ain't looking? Oi! Oh, you can't do that. We're representatives of Evermore now, remember? Welcome back to Tran wins Ni no Kuni 2. I can now move faster. Faster!
Yes! Yes!
This is something I used during my training in removing curses. Now that I've mastered the art of purification, I am very happy to present it to you. Keep thinking this is the weapon store. I'm not sure when I got the company coral, but I could level it up to 2. Let's see how I do without it for now, though. In fact, he's not even in my current party, so what does it matter? Now, what was I fighting? Some sort of thing with a dragon, horn? It's probably this reptilian. I should be fine on that. Since I think it said something about flames. I'm gonna pump up my fire resistance as well.
Whoa.
That's a good thumbnail. Incineraptors are given their showing their ugly mugs at the top of that there cliff. They have a taste for carrying crow's eggs, see, and that's where the squawkers make their nests. But how do we get up there? Time was I would have shimmied up there quick as you could tie your shoes, but that time was a while back. What about using one of your flying contraptions? You're my guest role on that, but you'll think better of it when you're tumbling from the sky, your wings ablaze about ye. Look, prop leaf clover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dead prop leaf clover. And didn't Neal say something about that quicken growth spell not working on dried up plants? No joy there then. What if we could somehow make it young and fresh again? We might be able to use it. Hey, you know what might do just that? What?
Oh.
Of course. You pour the secret supplement all over the dried up prop leaf clover.
Tidy.
Good as flippin' new, man. I still gotta cast the Wind Whipper spell on it.
Snakes alive!
Incineraptor ahoy! The world's worst worm.
Careful, everyone!
Let's clever quick and get that horn, shall we?
I'm counting on you!
Man, this dude like has all my guys are like perfectly healthy right now.
I need your help!
Oh, not anymore.
Wait! Grab this!
Okay, I was trying to roll, but he kept insisting on blocking. Keep getting my buttons mixed up for rolling or switching weapons. Important item acquired. You obtain an Incineraptor's horn.
Oh my!
An Incineraptor's horn. It's beautiful.
Aye.
Aye, that it is, lad. I have a mind to take it as a trophy for myself. I'd sooner do that than hand it over to that adult-pated old crone. I wonder what she wants it for anyway. Only one way to find out. Let's go give it to her. Might as well take these eggs and turn into a giant omelet. Now that we've killed the mother. A voice can be heard coming from the Higgledy Stone. Hey, I know. It's talking about them vegetables, isn't it? You know, the one where I always eat the yellow bits and leave the rest. The yellow bits and leave the rest. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to say before I do anything there. But I assume there's no save point like right nearby. But fortunately for you, I'll just use the magic of editing and the trip back won't make any difference. Okay, it's nothing I have, so we're gonna load and travel on back to the city. Well, did you bring me an Incineraptor's horny woo? Here you go. You hand the Incineraptor's horn to Boddly.
Oh my!
Oh yes! Yes! So warm, so wonderful and warm, yes! It's heating up my heart like a hot thing, Boddly knew she was right to ask her favorite wavery woos of you. And it's time for the third and final one. Do me this one last niceness and you'll have a lovely library card of your very own, yes! Righto, let's get to it. What do you need, Bottles, old girl? Need someone with an army. Horrible bandit stole my stone, my lovely stone. Kings have armies, yes, and you're a king. An adorable, teeny tiny little king, but a king nonetheless. Use your army, get it back, my stony wony woo. I'm not quite sure I call what we have an army.
Nah, man.
2 units is more like a scrum?
Oh.
Too weak, yes. You'll be squished, slaughtered. Oh yes, just remembered. There's a dog man, good doggy. Guaojia used to be a good doggy soldier, yes. Make him your good doggy soldier. Woof woof. Make your army strong, yes. He'll be in the casino. Loves the casino. Looks like we're in search of this Guaojia then, Evelad. All right. Look at this! Can you believe we really fought this thing? I know we were in the middle of a battle, but I couldn't resist taking a picture. After all, if it's not on Leafbook, it didn't happen, right? Man, I hope that's not what people really think about Facebook. I don't have a Facebook account or anything like that.
Yes.
Maybe I need to do that kind of stuff in order to make more awareness that I have videos out. You'll find that big hunk of Guaojia in the casino, yes! Always playing that one, always betting! You can't miss him, he's huge, enormous, yes! So I'm editing out the warping and the walking into the door. Not a big deal. If there's ever a disjunction like that, that's really what's going on, is I'm just editing out some of that extra stuff. So here's Guaojia. Can't actually get a good look at his face at this angle.
Excuse me?
Are you Guaojia? Boddly told us about you. We were wondering if you'd be able to help us. Go away. Leave me alone.
Crikey!
I'm not sure our friend by yours is in the mood to talk, Evan. Is he hungry?
Flip!
There's no need to... Hang on a sec, that was his belly, eh? He's not angry. He's hungry. Starving by the sound of it. I am not hungry. No, I cannot pretend any longer. Yes, I am hungry. I am absolutely famished.
Oh!
Then you better eat something. Is there anything in particular you'd like? We'd be happy to fetch it for you. You're... Alright, well, maybe this world's kings are different people. Then once you've eaten, maybe you'd be willing to listen to what we have to say. Very well. Here, you will need this. Contain a copy of Fabulous Fairy Tale Fare. The dish I wish to eat is known as the Om Nom Nomlet. You will find the recipe in this book. It is a delectable treat that is apparently beyond compare. Unfortunately, it seems that no one in Goldpaw is capable of making one. You are my last hope. Bring me an nom-nom-omelet, and I will give due consideration to anything you have to ask of me. Righto, Evan. Let's head for the kitchen and start cracking some eggs, ain't it? Yes, let's go back home and talk to Floyd. I'm sure he'll know what to do. Evan is determined to crush the bandits and recover Boddly's Starlight Stone. Gao Jia is willing to help, but only if he gets an omelet in return. Evan had better return to Evermore. The kitchen awaits.
Evan!
Let's fetch him a nice omelet and shut up that stomach of his. I heard through the grapevine that you need me to make an omelet for Gao Jia in order to convince him to join us here in Evermore, Your Majesty. But if I'm going to make you one, I'll need to be assigned to the eatery first. Put me to work there and I'll be happy to throw you one together. Oh, new recipes. I love new recipes. Now I can cook even more delicious dishes. Thank you so much. Just place your order and I'll get cooking. You know I'm always more than happy to wrestle up a tasty treat for you.
Are you ready to order?
Hey, I finally got some recipes. Wish I can't make any of these. Alright, so I should probably put some more people on fishing. This is probably beyond. Oh, that's cookie level 8. Yeah, that's probably way beyond anything I can make. So we'll start with the fish first, I guess. Is there a way to sort? By level or anything? Why can't I make this? Oh, okay. Cookery level 2. Okay. So he's cookery level 1? I see at the top says Floyd cookery level 1. Fills you up a reasonable amount and slightly strengthens melee attacks. Okay. Floyd's cookery level increases. Would that have happened regardless? Let me try something real quick.
Take your time. See ya!
Okay, so this is
Are you
before
ready to order?
I made the thing. So let's try cooking. No, let's try
Take your
buying
time.
a cuisine. We'll buy. How about? Is there a way to? There we go. We'll buy 12. Just see what happens. This cookery
Take
level
your
did
time.
not go up.
See ya!
Let's try actually manually
Are you
cooking
ready
it.
to order? Take your time.
Basically gets levels by
See
the
ya.
number of different things he has added to his permanent stockpile, or got check marks by.
Whoa! Are you ready to order?
This is the canon playthrough. Created an omelet. Floyd's cookery level increases
Take
to
your
level
time.
2. Oh, he's got level 2. Can you make? Yeah, you can make something else. Let's go ahead and make one of these.
Take your time. See ya!
That should help me get some extra fish for some of the early fish dishes I can make. I should just eat it right in front of him. That's what I should do.
Evan!
Come on, Evan. Let's fetch him a nice nom-nom-omelet and shut up that stomach of his. Hand over the required items? Yes. You handed over the nom-nom-omelet. This aroma. Here you are. I brought you an nom-nom-omelet. Such wonderful golden goodness. Pan-fried to perfection. Compliments to the chef. Such simple ingredients, and yet he has done so much with them. My taste buds now know true happiness. Tell me, does the culinary genius responsible for this dish reside in your kingdom?
Thanks.
It has been years since I tasted anything so delicious. Thank you. And please forgive me for my terrible rudeness earlier on. Ever since I lost the use of my good arm on the field of battle, I have found myself with little to live for. Until now, that is. The dish you brought me has filled me with the joy of living again. I am truly grateful. So, will you come and help us?
Yes.
Of course. I may no longer be the warrior I once was, but I will gladly share what wisdom remains to me if it might serve your kingdom. You said you were intending to take on a gang of thieves, yes? What forces do you have at your disposal? We have swordsmen and archers ready to deploy. I fear a mere 2 units may be insufficient. Very well, it is time for your first lesson in tactics. An army is most effective when it has at least 4 distinct units with which to maneuver. It is with just such a force that all my greatest victories were won. But you're right. We can't do that if we don't have the manpower. So where are we going to find the fighters we need? Do you forget the warriors of Goldpaw? There are plenty in this very kingdom who have the courage and the talent you require. Begin with Bygone and Minty. Mention my name, and they will be sure to join you. Both have a number of soldiers under their command. Come to an agreement with them, and you'll be able to call upon their forces in battle. May fortune favor you in your search. Wait, Jiao, please. Why don't you come and join us in our kingdom? I'm sure everyone would feel much safer with you around. Let me think. I will join you, but only if you promise that there are yet more delicious dishes awaiting me there. Oh, there definitely will be. Thank you so much, Jiao. Alright, let's get our recruiting hats on and get these 2 soldiery so-and-sos on board, shall we? What's up, Batman? Minty? Yes, that is me. What do you want? If you wish me to go hunting for you, you should know that my services do not come cheap. You want me to join you in your kingdom? You must be very short of people indeed if you have to ask me your hunting dogs for help. Wait, Jiao told you about me, yes? I did hear that he had become the military advisor of some new kingdom. I owe him a debt of honor. Perhaps this would be a way to pay it. There is, however, one thing I would like you to do before I agree to join you.
Yes.
It is a simple request, I promise. All I ask for is a single sleep be gone. Hey, grass green thread. Is that what I was looking for earlier? Jia has recommended a new recruit by the name of Minty. She served under him in the army and has an incredibly unerring eye, the eye of a hunter. She's willing to move to Evermore, but only if Evan brings her a certain something first.
Yeah.
Hold on. Darn it! I talked to her again right as they were initiating that little dialogue that goes way too fast. Let me actually load it and get that dialogue. Okay, I had to redo everything since I started this episode today. I had to redo it all because I was using the autosaves, and it autosaved right after I initiated the quest. And if you were to load the autosave, they didn't repeat that dialogue.
Yes.
The things I do for these tiny little conversation bubbles. Sleepy Gons ain't exactly rare, man. In fact, they sell them in the item shop by Euro, don't they?
Yeah.
Bring me a single Sleepy Gon, and I will gladly move to your kingdom. I do not usually acquiesce so easily to strangers' requests, but then not all strangers know Jia. Oh, you brought me the Sleepy Gon I requested. Thank you. I cannot tell you how difficult I've been finding it to rise some mornings. But no longer. I can assure you that there will be no oversleeping once I am in Evermore. Not least because I am champing at the bit to head into battle once again. It has been too long. Do be sure to call me when you need me. You will soon learn that I never miss my mark. Along with the Howling Hunters unit. What would a young pup like you want with one as long in the tooth as I? Oh, so Jia told you about me. I see. That is something of a surprise. He is normally as tight-lipped a hound as a person could hope to meet. You must have something special about you to have encouraged one such as he to open up. And you say that he has told you to recruit me to your cause? Very well, but on one condition. You must first defeat 3 Grimchilla bangers. Come, there is no need to look so appalled. It is hardly much to ask. In fact, I am sure you'll be back here to tell me of your success in no time. Gao Jia has recommended a recruit by the name of Baigan, an old soldier who has been eking out a living as a guard for hire. But he's unwilling to move to Evermore until a certain condition of his has been met. Evan must defeat some monsters and report back to Baigan when he's done. Oh, hold on. Make sure there's no dialogue. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Take that! Hi-ya!
Navigation in this game is a little weird. So in the local map, I can hit this button, the bottom button, in order to teleport around without going to the main world map. But on the main world area, I have to zoom out further into the main world map before I can teleport at all. It's remarkably inconsistent. It's one of the reasons why I'll probably never really get used to some of the finer controls of the game.
Oh.
Well, it seems my condition was met. I hope you understand that I was not testing your strength. I was simply making sure that you truly do wish for me to join you. And now that I have done just that, I shall head for your kingdom immediately, though I suppose I should introduce myself first.
Let me show you what I can do!
I am Baigan, as you know! I had to change his voice since that's the way he sounds. And though I may look a little long in the tooth, I can still teach these young pups a lesson or two. Along with the Silver Fox's unit.
Oh, bang in!
That's 4 commanding officers now, eh? The makings of a tidy little army, if you ask me. Yeah, except the enemy doesn't limit themselves to 4 units. I don't see why I should. Yes, let's go and see Boddly. We have some bandits to hunt down. Welcome to the first of an occasional series drawing attention to talented individuals. Our first one to watch is a young Fido, an apprentice armorer from an illustrious family of fighters. He couldn't cut it in battle, but he has all the makings of a gifted craftsman. Oh, no. See, a better line would be like, he couldn't cut it in battle, but now he cuts metal, or something like that. Look at this. Oh, I already read that one. Remember, I had to reload and redo all the stuff just to get that one dialogue. Before I go to Boddly, I'm going to first see if I can turn in a grass green thread. I almost forget. With all the reloading I had to do.
See you.
You handed over the spool of grass green thread. Oh, the thread you carry. Is it for me, King Evan? Of course. And if I give it to you, you'll come to my kingdom, won't you? Oh yes, the binding thread represents a bond of loyalty that can never be broken. Thank you, oh thank you. I will serve you for as long as you wish it, your majesty. Or should I say, master.
Yes.
Hi.
You are the king of the country where my grandfather went, yes? How has he adapted to his new home?
Oh.
I'm ever so sorry, but I'm not quite sure I know who your grandfather is. How many dog people... Nor should you, of course. Forgive me. His name is Baigan.
Oh.
Baigan? But of course I know Baigan. So you're his grandson?
Well, no.
You've the look of the old goat about you, lad, that's for certain. You fight as well as your grandpappy? Alas, no, I have no talent for the art of war. In truth, I fled the field of my very first battle. I will never forget my grandfather's fury when I returned with my tail between my legs. I have since become an apprentice armorer, but this does not appear to be a profession of which he thinks very highly. But why would that be, lad? The armor a man wears is oftentimes the difference between victory and defeat. Any pirate, any warrior indeed, knows that. And my grandfather is no exception, but for a man of his line to be making rather than wearing the armor, this he cannot abide. I will be honest with you. When my grandfather departed for your kingdom, I was a little relieved. I had had enough of seeing the disappointment on his face. Yet I cannot help but wish I had had the chance to earn his approval. If only he could see how hard I work. Then why don't you come to my kingdom and show him? We could really make use of a skilled armorer. Do you know? Perhaps I will. But my tools have become rather blunt of late. In fact, they are a disgrace. I could repair them if I had 3 nuggets of silver. Ha! Fear not, lad. We'll fetch what you need and be back in no time flat. A rather meek armorer by the name of Fido is struggling to escape the shadow of his grandfather, one of Goldpaw's most illustrious soldiers. Perhaps if Evan were to help him become the most prestigious craftsman in Evermore, he would realize that he has valuable talents to offer in his own right. They should have spelled right with W, because he's making stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm really big on puns, because Dragon Warrior / Quest has always used puns as their humor.
Yeah.
If you could bring me 3 nuggets of silver, I will be able to use them to repair my tools, and then I can go to your kingdom and show my grandfather how far my craft has come.
Hello.
Here you are. We brought you 3 nuggets of silver, just like you asked. Will you be able to repair your tools now? Yes, this would be perfect. Thank you. Now I can come to your kingdom, just as I promised.
Oi.
That's grand. I hope your grandpappy finally sees you for what you really are, lad. Arrgh. I hope so too. My plan is to produce the finest armor in all the world. That way, he will surely have to acknowledge my talent and dedication. Of course he will, Fido. He'll see sense before long, I'm sure of it. I don't see any new exclamation points, so let's go ahead and head back to Castle. Head back to Evermore. Talk to our people and allocate them. Balancing budgets, drafting laws. This is exactly what I would have been doing back home. Some things never change, huh? If you ever want to ask about anything, feel free. Running a country isn't easy, and you'll need all the help you can get. I know I did. Thank you, King Evan. I'm very glad indeed that you invited Fido to move to our kingdom. We have made a vow to help each other, to become the very best craftspeople we can be. That sounds wonderful. I'm sure you'll inspire each other enormously. Arf arf. At the very least, it will encourage us not to let ourselves be outdone by one another. However, there are still a number of weapons I still lack the confidence to attempt to make. Bows especially. My grandmother never had the time to teach me the secrets of bowcraft before she passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. What about if you were to look at the work of other bowyers? Might that help you gain confidence? Grandmother always said that it's from the work of the greatest craftspeople that we learn to be great craftspeople ourselves. Yes, I think that might help a lot. Well, I'd better go and find you a good example to work with then, hadn't I?
Thanks.
You would do that for me, Your Majesty? Oh, how kind. If I could have a hybrid bow of grade 5 or higher to emulate, it would be most helpful. No problem. Once I found what you need, I'll bring it to you right away. Newbie is desperate to become the finest weapon maker in the whole world and is willing to do whatever it takes to make his dream come true. Evan could give him a push in the right direction by finding him a bow from which he could learn some of the tricks of the trade.
Excuse me?
Guess I don't have one yet.
Hey.
You wish to speak with me? Despite there being no battle at hand? You are a curious individual indeed.
Hi.
King Evan, I'm very glad that you decided to ask Newbie to move here. We have made a vow to help each other to become the very best craftspeople we can be. That sounds wonderful. It is exactly the motivation I needed in order to push myself to make yet better armor for everybody. Speaking of which, there is something I hoped we might discuss. What is it, Fido? Chingus came to see me recently and asked me to make some improvements to his unit's armor. They are, in fact, long overdue. The equipment they have been using until now is in very poor state of repair indeed. Unfortunately, their armor is of a type I have not encountered before, and I suspect the work will take quite some time unless I can get my hands on a certain item. I was wondering if you might be able to provide me with a suit of iron armor of grade 5 or higher. It should prove the perfect template on which to base my alterations of Chingis' men's armor, you see. This would dramatically speed up the process. Alright, I'll bring you one as soon as I can. Thank you, King Evan. That'll be a great help. Fido is a young armor maker from Goldpaw who's keen to rise to the very top of his profession. Jingus has asked him to make some improvements to his men's armor, but in order to do so, he'll need to study the work of another craftsperson first. Can Evan bring him an example of the kind of armor he needs? I was waiting to see if there's a little dialogue. The other day, I was out looking for fresh ingredients when I was attacked by a monster. I managed to escape, but I could have been gobbled up. Mind you, I'm not sure I'd make much of a meal.
Ahoy there!
Don't let me see you leaving town without a generous supply of sorrowway now. You've to be prepared for all eventualities. And it ain't just medicine we've laid in store. No, we've all you could possibly need for the right price, so fill your boots.
Oh.
It is a great surprise that a mighty monarch would take the time to stop and talk to an old man like me. It is an honor, and also a reminder that I cannot afford to fall asleep on the job. Oh, Your Majesty, you caught me in the middle of something. I was just devising a new training program.
Yes.
Alright, I think my family's home, so I'm gonna stop for a little bit. We'll pick this back up when I can. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Ni no Kuni 2. I'll see you next time.